It's lights out and away we go. Verstappen gets away well. Can he catch the two Mercedes? Hamilton out in front of Bottas, who's got the inside line going into Abbey. Hamilton only just into the lead.
Hello IndyCar, Formula 1 and Formula E fans. Welcome to Formula Pun Racer. Today is August 8th, 2020, and I'm here to give you my review on the British Grand Prix that happened this past Sunday. Yes, as I have my little cup of tea here. To bring you up to speed, what an amazing start that race was. In the second lap, you can say that Red Bull's driver Alexander Albon of Thailand, he got tied up with the Danish butter cookie known as Kevin Magnussen of the Haas team, and this is the result. Despite the fact that Alexander Albon incurred a 5-second penalty through the FIA stewards because of this contact with the Haas driver Kevin Magnussen, he still managed to finish in 8th place. As for Nico Hülkenberg, who replaces Sergio Perez at Racing Point because of since he tested positive for COVID-19, Nico unfortunately didn't even get to start the race because his car had engine problems. As for his Canadian teammate Lance Stroll, he finished 9th. But the biggest story is what went on ahead. For the majority of the race, Lewis Hamilton, who practically led almost every lap if not all, his teammate from Finland, Valtteri Bottas, was sure to make it a 1-2 finish for the Mercedes team until in the final laps when his left front tire went bad on him and damaged some suspension parts too. And yeah, the 1-2 Mercedes became unstuck as a result. But even more surprising is what happened in the final lap. But first, I will say that because of Bottas's unfortunately forced retirement, it gave the opportunity for Max Verstappen of Red Bull to finish second, and Ferrari driver Charles Leclerc of Monaco to finish third. But that was just an extremely fortunate set of circumstances and an insane amount of luck that made that happen. But the bigger surprise is, while Lewis Hamilton had a humongously big gap on Verstappen, among others, he too suffered a left front tire puncture. Yeah, it's true. Apparently, the Pirelli tire was just too tired out to go on. But hey, what goes around comes around, because he just needed to pray that, despite that, he would limp his car on 3 wheels throughout half a course of the Silverstone circuit to win his 7th British Grand Prix. Congratulations, Lewis Hamilton! If you enjoyed the British Grand Prix, grab yourself another cup of tea, because tomorrow, Sunday, August 9th, Formula 1 is racing again in Britain at Silverstone. Yeah, doubleheader for what they call the 70th Anniversary Grand Prix. A Grand Prix that represents the 70th anniversary when the first Formula 1 sanctioned race was held, which was at Silverstone back in 1950. So tune into that tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Valtteri Bottas has the pole position, with Lewis Hamilton second, but I could easily acknowledge that he'll probably go and win this one too. With that said, I'd like to acknowledge a non-profit organization called Cradles to Crayons, which helps little children who are very unfortunate in times like this. And I'd like to say to the Philadelphia branch, last Sunday you might have noticed my name among other people who've donated money to the cause. Well, I'm sure you acknowledge that, but I like to say one thing. Don't thank me. Thank Lewis Hamilton for winning the British Grand Prix, because that's where the money came in. In other words, I put money on to win, I won the money, and whatever earned payout I gave, it went right to you. So keep helping children out in very unfortunate times. As for the 70th Anniversary Grand Prix, I'll be gathering with the Scuderia Ferrari Club of Philadelphia to watch, but as usual, not much is doing well for Ferrari this year. Vettel is definitely struggling. He might as well retire right now and let Carlos Sainz Jr. in. Well, we'll see what happens. Anything can happen in a Grand Prix. And more importantly, I like to say that it's very unfortunate, to get back to IndyCar news, that I may have said earlier that I had to cancel my reservation to go and credit it for next year, which I will, assuming this gets under control. But now the Indy 500, I read, is to be raced with 0 spectators, period.
Damn it!
As for shocking racing news in Germany, also known as the Prix of Formula E, which were held at Tempelhof Airport in Berlin. I gotta say though, if you're an Audi fan, you're out of luck, because Antonio Felix da Costa of Portugal for Dias Techeetah took victory, while in the second round it was Max Günther of Andretti BMW that came out on top with that one. As for you fans of racing who also own cats and love them to death, if they're a little grumpy or such at this point, this could be a reason why, as one cat to another. Yeah, so if your cats are a little grumpy or angry because Jaguar lost, as they'd always go one cat to another, just throw them a ball of yarn and they'll forget how much they are disappointed with that. Once again, to acknowledge the fact that the Indy 500 is going to be spectatorless for the first time ever, at least it's still going to be run. It's a pie in the face for us all, as the Three Stooges would put it. I'll still be sure to tune in August 23rd, 1 p.m. on NBC for the greatest spectacle in racing, the Indianapolis 500. Tomorrow, as I said, is the British Grand Prix at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Tune in. You like my videos? Click the subscribe button below to like, comment, and share your friends with the whole bunch. I'm Aaron Cylinder, firing on all cylinders.